Want to know Amazon KDP's royalty rate so you can know what you're actually going to get paid if you sell your books on Amazon.com? When we start our journeys as authors, a lot of us find Amazon KDP as the gold standard of becoming self-published because pretty much every author that we know is on there. We look at the bestseller list and we think to ourselves, oh my gosh, I would love for that to be me someday. But sis, that's only because we don't realize, especially as beginner authors, how much or how little we're actually making per book sale when we sell our books through Amazon KDP. So in this video, we are going to expose Amazon KDP's royalty rates right from their own website. We're going to do the exact calculations. So there is a little bit of math in this video, but I promise you, if you stick with me, this is going to be one of the best business lessons we can get as authors. We have to know what our margins are. We have to know how much money we're making per book sale because that's the only way we're able to scale our business. So make sure you grab your pen and paper, stick with me to the end. I'm going to show with you the exact royalties Amazon pays you when you publish a book and sell it through Amazon KDP. And if you're like me and afterwards you want to make a little bit more money, I'm going to show you the 3-step formula you can use to instantly make more money than what Amazon pays you when you sell through Amazon KDP. So let's start with what Amazon KDP pays for ebooks. Now, in my last I Quit Amazon KDP series video, I went over how I actually do the dropshipping method on Amazon Kindle, and somebody asked if that same method applies for ebooks. Now, if you're wondering what is an ebook is an electronic version of a book. It's the digital copy that somebody gets. Now, a lot of times we think that ebooks are only available as Kindle EPUB files. Basically, you can only read it through Amazon Kindle, but that's not true, sis. Nowadays, you can actually sell your own ebooks on your own websites as PDF files. So here at Godlywood Girl, this is the primary way that I now sell my books. I've been a published author since 2009. I started doing this full time in 2016, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I sold printed books, my margins were much lower, aka I made way less money than when I sell digital books. So the primary way I now sell my books here at Godlywood Girl are digital. If you're buying my book, How to Write a Book and Make Money Online, or Sales Funnels for Authors, or How to Start an Author Brand, right? All those books are now digital. I have never, not even one time, sold a print copy of those books because the margins are so much better. Now, there's nothing wrong with selling printed books, and I still offer printed books here at Godlywood Girl. We'll go over that in the next step, but I wanted to start with ebooks because I feel like that's where a lot of, especially fiction, Christian romance novelists start. If you're thinking about doing Amazon Kindle, selling directly in Kindle Select or something like that, let's see what your margins are. We are here on Amazon KDP's help desk. They call this help center home. And you can find so much information on here. I highly recommend for anybody who wants to use Amazon KDP as a business model, read all this stuff. They've got so many great tips for you. They've got KDP University. They've got so much good stuff on here. So I spent a lot of time here, obviously. So I'll put this exact link, but they have a whole page on their ebook royalties explaining how much you're actually going to make. So they say how we calculate ebook royalties. They have the 35% royalty option. If you select this royalty option, you're gonna earn 35% of your list price. And then the royalty rate is it's royalty rate times list price minus VAT equals royalty. If you choose the 70% royalty rate, you'll keep 70% of your sales, or I should say your retail list price. So they said if you select the 70% royalty option, your royalty will be 70% of your list price without that, less delivery costs, royalty rate. So this is the calculation right here. Royalty rate times list price minus VAT equals royalty. So that's how you find out your royalty rates. And if you're like, well, what's the difference between earning 35% and 70%? Because obviously you're going to want to earn 70%. If you go to this page, ebook list price requirements, they'll tell you what the requirements are. So if you want to sell between 99 cents and maximum $200, you have to choose the 35%. But if you're willing to sell your book between $2.99 and $9.99, you will earn 70%. And so in my first video, I mentioned a little bit why this really bothered me because I feel like a billion-dollar company shouldn't be telling us how much money we're allowed to make. And they're basically forcing us to price between $2.99 and $9.99 with our ebooks if we want to earn 70%. I mean, who's going to choose 35%? You know what I mean? Who's going to choose 35%? So they really, when you see those prices on Amazon Kindle between $2.99 and $9.99, that is not because the market dictated that price. That's because Amazon dictated that price. Once again, I repeat, when you're looking at pricing your ebooks and you're seeing on average the books in your industry are all $2.99 to $9.99, that is not because the market set the price. That is because they only give you 35% if you price below $2.99 and above $9.99. They give you 70% if you follow their pricing structure. So now that we see what Amazon says on their website, the exact formula for you to calculate how much you're making per Kindle book sale or ebook sale, let's do an actual example of this. So I currently sell my book, How to Write a Book and Make Money Online, for $37. I sell it on my own website and my own platform, godthewoolgirl.com. So I keep way more money, but we'll go over that, right? So let's dive into my computer and see how much money I make per $37 ebook sale for that book. So this is my website, godthewoolgirl.com. And on this site, if you scroll down, you'll see I sell my ebook, How to Write Your Book and Make Passive Income Online, for $37. So let's say that I am selling this book through Square. You can use any platform you want. I have a demonstration of Wix on this channel. If you want to see a Wix website, they're awesome. But this one I chose Square because I know it's super simple to get started for a new website designer. So that's why I chose this one. So if you scroll down, this link is squareup.com/us/en/payment/r-fees. Scroll down, it'll tell you how much you're gonna make. Now it's really 2.9% plus 30 cents when people make a purchase through your online Square store, but just for kicks, let's use the higher amount. This is if you send a direct link. They say 3.3% plus 30 cents. We're going to use this formula. So I'm going to copy this. And first I need to figure out what is 3.3% of 37. I'm going to use Excel, but you don't have to. You really don't have to, okay? So let me put my little formula here. So what is 3? So I'm going to do equal, and then it's 0.033 times 37. Hit enter. Okay, so their fee is, let me make this bigger, $1.22. But remember, they also charge 30 cents on top of that. So then I'll also do equals this plus 0.3. So this is what they're going to charge. This is what Square is going to charge every time I make that ebook sale. So then my final amount is equals 37 minus this. This is how much I will make per sale on my own website. So when I sell when I sell my $37 ebook through Square, I'm going to make $35.47. Okay, my love. Now, let's do the exact same formula, but we're going to calculate for the book using KDP's Kindle formula. And let's see how much we're going to make. So we have to go and get our formula. So remember, it's royalty rate times list price minus VAT equals royalty. Now remember, because I'm selling for $37, I have to be at the 35% option because you only get the 70% if you sell between $2.99 and $9.99. How fun. So I'm going to have to use 35% for my calculation. So let me go ahead and grab this formula. Let's go back over to my Excel sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and put this formula here. This is the KDP one. So my KDP, my royalty rate minus list price. So I can just basically do this formula straight up. Our royalty rate is 0.35%. Remember, it is 35%. And my list price is $37. So our formula is pretty darn simple. So we'll do equals royalty rate, 0.35%, times list price, $37, equals $12.95. Put that in red. $12.95 for a $37 ebook sale. This is what I'm keeping, guys. This is not the percentage they're taking. This is what I'm keeping. So let's just, for fun, just calculate the difference. Equals minus, oof, if I sell on my own platform instead of through KDP, I will keep $22.52 more per sale. Same book, same price. But by selling on my own platform, I keep $22.53 more. So hopefully you're kind of picking up what I'm putting down here. You're just making more money by selling it on your own platform rather than sharing your money with Amazon Kindle. Now, another question that I got asked under that video was, well, if you're not selling on Amazon Kindle, right, how are you getting customers to purchase your ebooks? Sis, did you know that there was like 64,000 new titles added to Amazon Kindle each month? Not per year, but month. So for the majority of people selling through Amazon Kindle, you're gonna have to do the marketing to make sales for your book. Whether you're paying for Amazon Kindle ads, which is totally fine to do marketing that way, or you're doing organic marketing through social media, you are the one driving traffic to your listing on Amazon to have people purchase that Kindle book. So it's the same exact thing, except now you're sending people to your own website and you're keeping more money. Now, if you wanna see a full YouTube tutorial on how to get customers to your own website, how to do marketing for your books on your own website, make sure you comment the word customer below so I can record a full video showing you how to do it. Now let's do the same exact demonstration, but for a printed paperback book. Now, in all fairness, Amazon Kindle does now currently offer hard copy books at the time of this recording, but just for the sake of comparing apples to apples, I'm just gonna go over paperback books because the royalty rate is a little bit different. If you're wondering what a paperback book is, it's just a hard copy book printed and shipped to your customer. So while a digital ebook is a file that your customer will get on their computer to actually read electronically, a printed book will be printed and shipped to your customer so they can hold the book in their hands, they can highlight, they can write in the margins like how I like to do with my books. I love me a good margin for a book, right? It's a printed physical copy of a book. When I started at Godlywood Girl, my very first book was the Christ Effect Bible Study Guide. It was a printed hard copy, printed and shipped to youth pastors who purchased it. It was a companion to the film that I made. The second book, third book, fourth book, all the way up to book, I believe 7, were all printed books. And then I found out what I'm about to show you. And that's what made me switch to digital. But printed books, you have to keep a couple of additional costs in mind. So the actual cost of printing the book, Amazon Kindle does have a formula for how much it costs to print your book. I'm going to show it to you, and the cost of shipping that book. So with an ebook, it's an electronic file. It's $0 to deliver it to your customer's computer. But a printed book, somebody got to pay UPS, right? Somebody got to pay the post office. And so you're either going to pass that cost on to your customer and charge them $3.99, $4.99 to cover the cost of shipping, or you're going to absorb that cost into the cost of your actual printed book and then sell it for a hard price. Either way, it works. You make the choice for yourself. But a couple of people did ask about how long it takes for a copy to be printed from Amazon to your customer. When you are using a print-on-demand business model like with KDP, you just want to let your customer know how long it's going to take for the book to be printed and shipped to them. Amazon gonna tell you, or whatever print-on-demand company you're using is going to tell you. Just include that information on your sales page so that your customer is making an educated decision and saying, okay, I'm cool with waiting 2 to 3 weeks for this book to get to me. So here at Godlywood Girl, there's still a couple of types of books that I still sell printed. Very, very small amount, but a couple. So I still have prayer journals that I sell. I still have coloring books that I sell. And I still have my planners that I sell. So basically anything that you have to write in, obviously I still sell as a printed book. But girl, if I could do everything digital, I would, best believe it. So let's just go right to Amazon KDP's page and let's take a look at their royalty rate calculator for printed books. So this is the paperback royalty calculation for Amazon. If you go to kdp.amazon.com/en_us/help/topic/this long URL that I'm not going to read out loud, you see the calculator right here. We're going to just do it through the regular Amazon distribution channel. So you'll see KDP offers a fixed 60% royalty rate. So royalty rate times list price minus printing cost equals royalty. That's why we have to pay very, very, very good attention to what our book costs, because if you have a longer book, it's going to cost you more than a shorter book. Now, they do have a calculator for your printing costs. They have a calculator here. So it says to estimate your printing costs, use KDP's printing cost and royalty calculator. If you click on this link, you can just do the calculator right here. And this link is kdp.amazon.com/en_us/royalty-calculator. All right, so let's apply this to an actual example. Let's say I am selling my $37 Legendary Purpose Planner and I want to sell it through Amazon KDP. Let's calculate what I would actually get paid per sale when I sell straight through KDP. So using the royalty calculator, my book is a paperback. The interior is black and white with white paper. And then my trim size is inches. My actual book size is 6 by 9. Actually, it's 5.5 by 8.5. Now I think about it. The Legendary Purpose Planner is 5.5 by 8.5. Marketplace is through Amazon.com, and my page count is 200, and my list price is $37. So I'm just going to hit submit. It says done. My estimated royalty is $18.80 per sale. So list price $37, 60% of that is mine. The printing cost is $3.40, so I get to keep $18.80 per $37 sale. Pay attention to this printing cost for the next example. All right, same exact thing, except now I'm gonna sell it through my website, godthewoodgirl.com. So let's see what I get paid by selling it through my website, same $37 book. On godthewoodgirl.com, if you go over to shop, and then you scroll right here, you'll see my Legendary Success Planner. It's right here. Notice that I say, please note this is a print-on-demand journal, so fulfillment times are between 7 to 10 business days. So you just got to tell people before they purchase. So I charge $3.95 per shipping, for shipping, I should say. So I do charge for shipping. Good for me. So let's go back over and do our little calculator. So remember that if I'm selling this through Square, it's 3.3% plus 30 cents. So let's go over and see what the calculation is. So let me just do a whole new sheet because this will be confusing to me. I'm just gonna make all of this bigger so we can see it. And then on Amazon, KDP, they were charging, what did they say? $3.40 per book? Let me go see, because we need exact numbers for this to work. $3.40 per book, yes. So it's $3 per book. And then remember our Square rate is this one right here. It's 3.3 cents plus 30 minus whatever the list price is. So remember that was $35.47 we make per sale, $35.47. So I'm not gonna do that calculation again because we already did it. So on Square, it is 30. What did I just say? I'm so forgetful. It was $35.47. So Square is $35.47 is what I keep. But remember, we have to pay $3.40 per book, right? So I'm not actually keeping this when I'm doing this as a physical copy. So I have to do this amount minus the $3.40. Hang on, let me fix this formula so I can actually do this calculation. There we go. So we have to do this amount, what I'm charging, minus this amount. So I'm keeping, so $32.07 is what I'm keeping. And remember, I'm also charging for shipping, $3.95, but I think Amazon actually charges $5. So I'm eating $1.05. So I will actually do this minus $1.05. So I'm really keeping $31.02 when I sell my printed book through my own website. Remember, on Amazon, I was keeping $18.80. So let's see the difference. $18.80. And then on my own website, I'm keeping $31.02. So let's do equals this minus this. I get to keep an increase of $12.22 when I sell my printed book on my own website versus through Amazon. Now, I just want to show you, this is what made me switch from printed books to ebooks, okay? So same $37 book, but when I sell that $37 book on my own website as an ebook, I keep $35.47. When I sell it as a printed book on my website, I keep $31.02. So you get to increase your profit margin by about $4 just by switching to an ebook, which is why I switched all my stuff over. I mean, and listen, I love Amazon KDP for a very specific reason. I love the quality of their books. The books are beautiful. The prints are beautiful. And there's consistency. So some of the other print-on-demand book vendors that I use, you can order the book on one day, it's going to come out one color, and then you order on a second day, it's going to come out a completely different color. I don't understand why. I don't know why that happens. But when I order through KDP, there is a nice consistency with each copy of the book, which is why I still like using KDP for printed books. But did you know there's a way for you to instantly increase how much money you're making per sale just by selling on your own platform instead of KDP? This book strategy is called drop shipping. It's called drop shipping. It works like this. You're going to take your book, put it for sale on your own website, do all your marketing and promotion. When a customer purchases from your website, you log into kdp.com and you're going to order an author copy printed and shipped to your customer. That's how you can automatically increase how much profit you're making per book sale while still selling KDP books. If you want to see a full demonstration of this, check out the last YouTube video that I just put out. I actually share my computer screen with you and show you all of these steps. Go ahead and check that out. Now, none of this works if you don't know how to write a book. So if you need help writing and self-publishing your own book step by step, check out my brand new God That Would Grow Faith-Based Author School, where I show you how to write and self-publish your own books, and I show you how to list them for sale on your own platforms as well. Let me give you a little sneak peek of the God That Would Grow Faith-Based Author School. If you've been struggling to move forward on your journey as a faith-based author, I've created a brand new community called the God That Would Grow Faith-Based Author School, just for women like you who want to move forward in your purpose as a woman of Christ writing books. The school includes the Author Toolkit, which has 10 tutorials for 10 different types of Christian books you can write, including nonfiction books, daily devotionals, prayer journals, ebooks. There's a lot in there. You'll get access to the God That Would Grow Book Funnel Toolkit, which shows you how to take your book, bundle it up, and put it into a sales funnel, including a lead magnet funnel, a tripwire funnel, and my very favorite, a webinar funnel. You'll get access to the book promotion toolkit, which shows you how to create a marketing plan to promote your funnel, because in order for people to buy our books, right, we have to tell them about it. And that's what the marketing toolkit shows you how to do. Plus, you'll get access to a community of other women who are writing faith-based books just like you are. Sis, you do not have to do this alone. Come join the brand new God That Would Grow Faith-Based Author School so you can get the tutorials you need, you can get the community you need, and most importantly, you can get the network that you need to step into your purpose as a faith-based author. I can't wait to see you there. Visit ChristianAuthorSchool.com to fill out the application form and apply today. If you need help starting your faith-based business online as an author, come join me for my upcoming 3-day Start Your Book Business Challenge, where I'll teach you the 3 steps you can use in order to get your author business started, including finding your niche, building your audience, and then writing books that your audience asks you for and sell them as sales funnels. The challenge is free of charge, but it's not going to be available for too much longer. I think I'm only going to teach it 2 more times. So make sure you click the link in the description box below to get signed up for that next challenge. And don't forget to watch this video to get you even more information about starting your business as a faith-based author. I can't wait to see you there.